This is the XP Podcast.
Expendable potential.
XP Podcast. Let me tell you a story about the time I was in first grade. It was a school back in Oakland, California called Allendale Elementary School. Then a year later, it was called Allendale Year-Round School. I don't know what the fuck the year round stands for though, but it was kind of weird. It was like they divided all of us up in tracks, like track A, track B, track C, and track D, and depending on what track you was on, you had fucking a month off or 2 weeks off, while the students in school was in school studying and shit, learning letters and numbers and shit. And I was like, holy fucking shit. They alternated days off for us because I believe the way they did it is they were trying to fix the school crowding of the school. I said school twice. I'm stupid as fuck. Anyway, okay, look. Anyway, I had a first grade teacher. His name was Mr. Matthews, right? Mr. Matthews was like, I believe he was from Mississippi. Mobile, Mississippi? No, that's Mobile, Alabama, you dumb fuck. Oh, I didn't know I was, but shut up. Schizo. I'm a schizo. No, I'm not. Anyway, okay, look. Mr. Matthews was my first grade teacher, and he was funny as shit. And, well, sometimes he's funny as shit, but he was a Southerner. He's from the old school. Now, when you got a teacher from the old school, and plus he's Southern, he liked to hit kids with rulers. Now, back then, that was shit. What year was that? 88? That was back in the days where things like that was allowed. I mean, you couldn't go to the principal and say, my teacher hit me with a ruler. Knowing the fact that, okay, the principal, whose name was Steve Stevens, like, what the fuck? He had two first names, but the last name had an ENS at the end of it. Anyway, he knew what kind of teacher Mr. Matthews was. So it didn't make a bit of sense you snitching to the fucking principal saying you got hit outside with a ruler by Mr. Matthews. If you talked out of line while he was talking, he hit you over the head, the shoulder, the back with this fucking long ass yardstick. I'm like, wow. So I tried my best not to cut up and just act a plumb fool in his class because you don't get hit in the head with a fucking ruler. I remember Mr. Matthews, we was singing. We was doing a sing song in class. Mind you, again, this is first grade. So of course we want to be like rambunctious. But still, look, we was doing something. And then this one, I don't know if it was a girl or a guy that got hit. Fuck it. Let's just say it's a girl. Fuck it. And she was running her mouth, and I think we was singing. We was doing the sing song in class, and then she was acting up, and then Mr. Matthews trying to creep up like the side of her. One swipe from his yardstick. It was an old ass motherfucker. It's seen some days. It was to the point where it was real thin, and he cracked her on her shoulder. She said, "Hey!" The yardstick broke in two, and the part that broke off flew in the air and landed right on the fucking chalk holder with the board. You know what? I'm so old school with it. We didn't even have white boards. With them fucking markers, we had chalkboards. They smell funny. Anyway, man, that fucking the tip of the yardstick broke off and then flew in the air. Massive air time, man. That shit was awesome. I mean, I don't think it hurt her because she didn't cry. I think she was like by the shock of having that yardstick hit her shoulder. That was funny as shit. Okay, so I had some things to gripe with Fallout 76. Now, when I bought the game, I thought it was gonna be awesome, you know. Until I played the beta. Now the beta, a lot of you heard that Fallout 76 was a massive, ill repute, looking for a bitch trying to smoke some crack. That's how the game is. Glitches everywhere. You would like start walking, and all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, you would stop, and you keep on doing what you're doing. Shit, you like that pause I just did. That was awesome. Anyway, man, then the discoloration of certain objects in the game, or the frame rate drops. Like you start walking, and all of a sudden you a stutter step. Like like the game will slow down to the point that you walking, but it's slow as fuck. But you walk fast, then it slows down. I mean, all these fucking problems and shit, and they still using the creation engine. I just found out that creation engine is not really new. That shit is like 10 years old. I'm like, how the fuck? This is 2019, and you still using a fucking game engine that's like been built since 2005. I believe it's 2005 or 3, I guess. Let's just say it because it's old as shit. It's probably 20 years old instead of 10. But you can't really have that sort of infrastructure on the game that you know that it's going to be like a MOBA, but it's like a slowba. It's slow mobile, a slow mobile. I like saying that word, mobile. It sounds like a disease you catch. You want to have sex? Nah, I don't want to do it. I caught the mobile. I caught the mobile. But shit, I don't care who he is. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. But anyway, man. And then I posted a Facebook post. I said the same word twice. I don't give a shit. So bear with me. Fallout 76 is boring as shit. I'm finna delete it off my PS4. And then you had this one asshole trying to justify how great the game is, and he's saying, hold on, let me fucking give you the receipt of that fucking, if I can find it. I'm in my phone right now because I'm trying to look for that shit. Let's go to my profile. Let's make it easy on myself. Okay, so scrolling. Yeah, damn, I post a lot today. God damn. on Facebook. On Facebook, here it is. Fallout 76 is so fucking boring, I'm going to delete it off my PlayStation. 10 fucking comments. Well, just one person, Breezy, he says, he agrees with me. He says, I swear. Anyway, his name is Johnny, alright? Not going to say his real name, but fuck it. The game is what you make it. The game is not rubbish. Either there is tons to do, people just want to shit on the game because there's no I almost said PCs, NPCs, etc. The people don't seem to take into consideration is that this is Bethesda's first online game, and it's just a spinoff. Haters are going to hate on it. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Haters is going to hate on it because it's not what they wanted. Delete the game and move on to something else instead of moaning about it. Okay, they give me a reason to moan about it, fucked alright, because shit, it's sloppy. How the fuck I'm playing the beta, and then when the game comes out, it feels like I'm playing the beta. And then what he say? It's Bethesda's first online game. No, it's not. All right, you got Skyrim on there. It's made by ZeniMax, I know, but it's Bethesda is the parent company for ZeniMax. They should have had ZeniMax did Fallout 76. How hard is that? Since ZeniMax, no, not id Software or any of your subsidiaries. There it is, subsidiaries. But just have ZeniMax because obviously they doing something right with Skyrim Online. They fucking ZeniMax should like have some sort of consulting or hands-on consulting how to build a good online game because obviously they got the experience. But I did delete the fucking game off my PS4 and now I'm playing Just Cause 2. 2. What the fuck? 3. Just that game is fun as fuck. I swear. It kind of reminds me of that one game, Mercenaries, for the Xbox. Well, I bought it for the Xbox. I think it is an Xbox. Um, Goddamn, getting old sucks. I forgot the word I was looking for. Exclusive. Yeah. Big is anyway. And then I say I can care less what angry. Hold on. Shit. Okay. And then he goes on. No, I did this. Said the game is only better where other people is involved and it's freaking boring real or without friends. It is. You be playing the game with some friends online and then like 45 minutes later you about to fall asleep. That's and and I'm mad at myself because I spent like $80 on this POS and it's not doing it to me. And that's rare. It's Fallout. But ever since they gutted it, it's like one of those shelled peanuts that don't have the nut in it. It's just the shell. What's good? What's good gonna come out of that? Suck on the shell for like 5 minutes and then put it in the garbage. I don't know. And then John was like, "Well, you did spend the money on it, so don't start moaning because it didn't live up to you. You what? What you say? Well, you did some. I'm fucking up here.
She looking up under the door trying to see. That's why I opened up the door. Go on in. Yeah.
At least it's trying to be nosy.
She looking up under the door, the crack.
Mm-hmm. Man, my dog is funny as shit, man. The dog is outside my door, just looking underneath the cracks, just trying to be nosy. That's some funny shit right there. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, now this guy was like, "Well, you did spend the money on it, so don't start moaning." You see, fuck, what the fuck I am supposed to act like? Being happy? I ain't happy about this shit. Fallout 76 is the living shits. It is. Anyway, 76 isn't shit. The game, he got a proofread. I swear. Hold on. Trying to read his fucking language. 76 isn't shit. The game is what you make it, whether you're in the team or going solo. Go play My Little Pony or something. That way I live by your standard of gifts. What the fuck? You know, he's trying to be a smart ass. The, I'm not a fucking brony or what the fuck they call themselves. Alright, shit. What the fuck you talking about? Like, I don't like people like that. Go fuck sit in the fucking corner eating oodles and noodles and watching Ren and Stimpy. Man, fuck you, bitch. Anyway, look. Yeah, I showed him a Fallout 76 angry review, and he's just disregarded. I'm like, it was. And then you know, a fat boy gamer. He did. I like it because it's my chilling, relaxing game to myself. I'm like, no, shit, play something else that's relaxing. Don't play Fallout 76. Man, people are fucking stupid. They see a shit game and knowing full well that you spend a lot of money on it just because it's one of your favorite games of all time, soon find out that it's crap. I'll get mad. But you have some people that's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Fallout 76 is still a good game. It is what you make it. it, I mean, you can go on to YouTube and look at some videos, and you have people explaining to you that the sort of problems that the game has, and it doesn't match up to my expectations. I mean, you have to go all out. You're a fucking AAA game developer. You should like have games that's more polished than this. You know, it's fucking stupid. But anyway, that's all I got on this situation. Fallout 76 is a drizzling shits. It is. And it's fucking boring. And them crests, I can't get with the holotapes. I need human NPCs in the game. It makes the whole atmosphere alive. I mean, it do have NPCs on it, but they fucking robots. What the fuck? That's not human. I had fun with Fallout 4, even though it was kind of, it wasn't like Fallout 3, but I had fun with Fallout 4. I had fun with Fallout. Fallout 3 was awesome. Let me tell you a story about Fallout 3. My friend Eric told me about that fucking game, and I was like, kind of iffy about it because I thought it was like a game that I wouldn't like really. And then a couple of weeks he started egging me on, trying to get me to fucking have the consideration to buy the fucking game. And I bought the game because I gave in. Okay, so I bought it for PS3. Had a burp, sorry. And I was like, at first I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck? But I keep calling Eric, hey, how the fuck you do this shit? And he gave me every which way how to build up your character and stuff like that. He sold me. He didn't sell me shit. He told me the things, what to look out for or watch out for, and build up my weapon. Well, my character. So I can become strong with my shit. If I come to a death claw, I know how to kill that bitch effectively. So he gave me the business, man, of how to like fully play the game the way it's supposed to. So I thank you, Eric, for that tidbit. And other than that, I started playing Fallout 3. Like, wow. I bought the season pass. I got all the DLCs and shit. Oh, I liked it so much. And when you beat Fallout 3, yeah, it ends at a cliffhanger, but they did that shit on purpose because you gotta buy the DLC Broken Steel and then continue off with the storyline. That's again that I love that because that I got so much closure from that. I'm like, oh, yes, that's a good ending. I like that ending, man. But Fallout 76 is I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. It don't give me that oomph that Fallout 3, New Vegas, or even Fallout 4 gives me. So that's my Fallout story. I'm trying to think of some more shit to give you, but I need to take a break because I'm thirsty. Peace out. Well, excuse me. Peace out for now. So, yeah. Okay, so, AOW, AEW, All Elite Wrestling. I'm so happy for Cody Rhodes and Young Bucks. At least they having the balls to do something. We can never have too much wrestling promotions. Nobody's gonna be big as WWE. I think WWE. I think God bless WWE so much that shit is like so mainstream. It's like the NBA. It's the NBA, but it got like a lot of white people in it because the NBA is full, packed full of niggas. I swear to God, I don't think Vince Man would like that. But anyway, man, I want to know like what channel would I keep saying All Elite would be in. Let's just say it out. Fuck it. It rather. I don't think they. I heard they're gonna plot the show if when they get a show. I think they're gonna air the show Tuesdays, so they're gonna a straight competition to SmackDown on Fox. That if Fox will ask WWE to change their style because I heard Fox really want SmackDown to be sports like. Because that's when wrestling is going to. I mean, look at NXT. Yes, it's sports entertainment, but it's more pro wrestling. It's more of a sport than anything else, and it makes sense. That's why I don't like the main roster. The main roster is so convoluted. It's like I stopped watching. I swear, Raw. I forget to watch that show on purpose. First of the matter is this: it's too fucking long. It needs to go back to 2 hours. I remember Raw. They give you like that added extra hour for like special occasions, and that makes you like so excited like a motherfucker because oh shit, I'm gonna get an extra hour of Raw. Now it's like on a continuing basis. It's like now it grew tiresome. I'll be sleepy as shit when that third hour comes. I'm like, when Raw is going off? I'm getting tired. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. WWE is still king. I don't think any wrestling promotion now is going to dethrone the king because it's been here since 1975. It's been up longer than that, but still, it's like I wasn't old enough when WWE was the WWF. So I was like before my time and shit. That's when Jess McMahon was leading it, and then it got passed down to his son Vince J. McMahon. It was a lot of Vince. No, it was two Vince McMahons. It was Vince McMahon Reno, and then his father. Then Vince's grandfather, I think his name was Jess. I think that was the founder right there. I don't know. It was Capital Wrestling promotion, some shit. Then I don't know. Yeah, WWE been around for a while, and I don't think there's no promotions going to dethrone that company no time soon. So all they gotta do with Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, all they gotta do is just worry about themselves and not try to directly compete with WWE. One thing I like about WCW, they had the balls to stick it up to Vince because they wanted to be. It was the road to supremacy. If they handle business right, I don't think we will see WWE now. But out of Eric Bischoff ignorance and arrogance at the same time, he let WCW die. That was Eric's fault, not Vince Russo or Dutch Mantell or Dusty Rhodes. He was still there. It was all Eric Bischoff and Kevin Nash because he at the time he was the head booker, like around 95, 96. But I don't know. When I look at WCW, I was like, hey, man, did Vince release Kevin Nash and Scott Hall on purpose to fuck with WCW? Because Vince is a ruthless motherfucker. Because you know what he did to the territories. Because he wanted WWE to be the most watched entity nationally, and to do that, he needed stars. So I don't know. If only I was a fly on the wall to ever listening to Vince McMahon's conversations back in them days, and now really, man. But I am so glad for Cody. They stepping up. Um, uh, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. They stepping up. They promoted an event called All In. I didn't have a chance to watch the promotion. I mean the event, the pay per view, but I did see highlights of it. That was a good show. That was a good show, and it was so WWE esque because they ran it in a 10,000 seat arena. I was like uncalled for. Uncalled for. Can I say that? Does it have a negative connotation to it? I don't know. Anyway, that was unheard of. That is uncalled for. I think there is a negative. It do have a negative connotation to it. I don't know. It was unheard of having an indie promotion show in a 10,000 seater arena. I'm like, wow. I know that made WWE nervous. Just a little bit. I mean, shit. That'll make anybody nervous. Like, oh shit. Hope it's not like WCW or smart WCW. But I don't know. Competition is good though because it keeps you on your toes and make you like. It's just it sharpens your creative reflexes. You know. So I give all the good ups to Cody and Matt and the other brother and Hangman Page, and I hope what's his name? He comes out to the Terminator music. I forgot his fucking name. He's like one of the champions. Fuck, what's his name again? Fuck, said fucker. Oh, I forgot his name. He's kind of weird looking too. Anyway, that's all I said. That's what I have to say about the moment. I feel that competition is good in all business, really. It brings the best out of your company and yourself as CEO. It keeps you on your toes, and you always have something to do to one up the other company. So I'm extremely happy, and I wish the best for all their future endeavors. WWE Mark. No, I was playing. I'm playing. Anyway, yes, that's all this up. I fucked up that last part of the sentence. I said double digits. I remember I I fucking heard that phrase and I was like, the fuck is a double digit? Where the fuck that came from? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. This podcast. I had fun. I had a blast. I'm trying to be more lively here because I think I've heard some of my podcasts like the voice that I'm like the tone of my voice is kind of like monotone a little bit, and I'm trying to change that because when you in audio media, your voice gotta pop because it ain't like they can see your face. But but I'm trying real hard, even though I'm used to video formats though. But just, it's a place for everything. Anyway, peace out. Hit to all my platforms you feel comfortable with. Either you find me comfortable on Stitcher Radio or iTunes Podcast or even here on Anchor. Um, yeah, yeah, I mean, hit at me if you want to listen to more. All right. Also, my YouTube channel is good. It's the video format of this podcast. Really, tell you the truth, if I put up this podcast on YouTube, it would probably be the same podcast, but I'll put like a visual backdrop on it so you have something to look at. But anyway, I'm on YouTube, iTunes podcasts. I'm on Stitcher Radio, all with the same name, so it's easy to track. And yeah, now peace out. Shit, no, I'm finished talking. All right, it's gonna be a 10 bell salute to the WWE great Mean Gene Okerlund, a legendary announcer. He's just recently passed, so I'm gonna toll the bell 10 times in tribute of Mean Gene Okerlund. Rest in peace, brother. Alright, everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to a new episode of Expendable Potential, the XP podcast. You can find me on iTunes podcast and also Stitcher Radio. Alright, I'm not just on Anchor or even on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel if you want to see a visual aspect of my podcast where I just talk about video game, pro wrestling, and other cool shit. But this goes to a sad bit of news. Mean Gene Okerlund just died. When I heard the news, I saw an alert on my phone. Well, actually, I was on Instagram. Really, it wasn't really a alert that was just bling bling on my phone or whatever. It was fucking. I saw it on Instagram. And I think one of the wrestling personalities on YouTube, he's not involved in any of the major companies though, but he's like an indie promoter, and he works for Pro Wrestling Report with Damian Nelson. You know, he posted a picture of Mean Gene Okerlund. Now, when I looked at the picture, I didn't really see nothing special about it. I'm guessing he just put a picture of Mean Gene Okerlund. So I was like, why is he putting up a picture of Mean Gene Okerlund? Oh crap, he died. Wow. And as I look at the I gotta look it up, so hold on. Mean Gene Okerlund. Because I still don't know how he died. And let's just find out here. I'm doing this on the fly. Mean Gene Okerlund. Oh, 1942. Died 2019. So he's with his wife, Jeannie. And if it weren't for his wife, I don't know if you saw Legends House, but if it weren't for his wife, he wouldn't be in the business of professional wrestling. You know, and wow, I'm like, his wife was a ride or die right there, man, because she believed in Gene Okerlund, her husband, and I was so inspired. I'm like, damn, I wish I could have somebody in my life. Oh, he's from South Dakota. Anyway. I'd be like, I wish I had a person in my life like that, whatever. The only way I can get a girlfriend, I gotta get out there. Though. But I think I'm getting a long distance girlfriend. It seems like it. I don't know what's going on. I can only speculate, but I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. Personal life, his death. Okay, here it is. Okay, so Okerlund died on the morning of January 2nd. So he died today, really. Well, I think when you hear this, it'd be like tomorrow or 2 days from now. I'm not sure. But anyway, he died January 2nd, 2019, at the age of 76 in a Sarasota, Florida hospital. This was later confirmed on WWE social media and official website later that day, revealing no apparent cause of death. It was, however, said that a fall led to Okerlund's death. Decline recently, which may have led to his hospitalization, but nor has been the confirmed reasoning that led to his death. So obviously, the people close to him and the doctors don't know how he died. I think he got old. I mean, he was born 1942, so I'm guessing he was like, hold on, he was 76. He was 76 when he lived a long life. He did, and I remember Mean Gene. He was like the premier backstage interviewer of the WWFE at the time. It was Mean Gene Okerlund that I shares, and then there's JR. But before JR, there was Bobby the Brain Heenan, because I like his his wit, wittiness, and his swagger, and his ability to think on his feet. With his magnificent one-liner. I can't fucking talk that good. His magnificent run-liners, and man, he was a little smart ass. And then you had Gorilla Monsoon as his buffer. I don't know, but and then you have Jr. Thank God he ain't dead yet, because this shit that would be so fucking sad, But I like Mean Gene, and he had chemistry with almost everybody he interviewed with. Most famous, the most famous interview that I have witnessed him doing when I was a little youngin'. I think I was 6. Mean Gene was interviewing Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, whatever. And it's just about the camaraderie of everything. You knew them two had tremendous aptitude and and chemistry. That's why Mean Gene was the only one that could interview Macho Man, because obviously Macho Man trusted Mean Gene and Hulk Hogan, but or even Jake the Snake. But I don't know about Jake the Snake, because back in them days I heard he had demons, and you don't know which guy he was talking to, whether the performer or the human being, Jake Roberts. But but he interviewed tons of superstars of my childhood, ranging from what I just said, from Macho Man, his famous interview, E, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, uh, and Jake the Snake Roberts, the Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase. I mean, he interviewed them all backstage. He was that motherfucker. Now we got Charlie Caruso and um, the new girl. What was it? She was on NXT, but now she on SmackDown. I forgot. I don't care. But a lot of these backstage interviewers, they don't have no personality back then. Unlike Mean Gene and Michael Cole, yeah, he was a decent one, but he was no Mean Gene Okerlund. Then you got the coach, where he was a backstage interviewer where he first started. Um, Tom Phillips, when he was a backstage interviewer before he uh, began his job as a commentator at ringside on SmackDown. You know, a lot of these new backstage interviewers are so robotic. You can tell they're going by a script. It don't sound organic. But I think when Mean Gene Okerlund, his job was sound authentic as possible. He had that rich radio voice. It's just made that whole instance where he interviewed somebody, when he interviewed somebody, you can feel that it was authentic. It felt like a sporting event, because his voice portrayed it all. So I'm going to miss Gene Okerlund. I give my condolences to him, for his family, for their loss. Um, they lost a grandfather or uncle, father. If he ever had, well, hold on, wait a minute. He had 2 kids. One of them was Todd. Who is Todd? Let me click on this link, the hyperlink right here. Todd Eugene Okerlund. There's a hockey player. So yeah. So he survived by his 2 kids. You know, he probably, yeah, man. They lost a grandfather, or uncle, or father. Shit. So it's very sad though. But you just gotta be remembering that when somebody gets that old, he was 76. And yes, you want your family members to live on, but I don't know. He's in a better place that he can't feel no pain. You know, he got to live with all his ailments of what he was suffering here on earth. So he is in a better place, and that kind of puts you in perspective that in this life nothing is guaranteed. You can't live forever. This life is only temporary. Because the bodies are temporary. I mean, once you die, you die. This these bodies we have is very fickle. So, man, it is what it is. This is the XP Podcast.
Expendable potential.
XP Podcast.